Hi friends, Goddess J here, looking to share my positive vibes with you today as we dive into the esoteric world of divination. Your morning cup of Joe. I'm Goddess J. Looking forward to sharing my positive vibes with you today as we dive into the esoteric world of divination. Forgive my cat. She is in a mood this morning, so she might be chirping up with her own opinions. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as you see your way in this morning. I appreciate all the love and support you show my channel. This is a brand new channel, growing it out of nothing. So the fact that I already have so much support, I seriously appreciate you guys. I don't even think I know 1,041 people in my life, so I definitely appreciate all those subscribers. I can't wait till we get to 2K. So today, I do not procrastinate. I enthusiastically take action on things that matter to me. October 19th. October 20th. I am committed to being better than I was yesterday. October 21st. Every day I am getting healthier and stronger. October 22nd. I am proud of all of the bad days I have survived. Beautiful messages. So, as I stated previously, I am doing the self-love and healing spread for the month of October. If you wish to reach out to me for a personal reading, my information is included. Also, please note that these readings are for the collective. They're not personal readings, so take or leave what resonates and leave the rest. And also, please note that this can be a timeless reading. So if you view this in December, it could be 72 hours from that start date. All right, so starting off on the bottom of the deck, I have negative actions and behaviors. And I have this represented as the Two of Swords, the Chariot, and the Two of Wands. So this says to me that you are contemplating a decision. Two of Swords is somebody that is back and forth in their mind, not sure what decision to make at this time. The Chariot is the card for Cancer, so there could be a Cancer prominent in your life, or you could have Cancer placements within your natal chart. Also, Cancer is the card for forward movement, for progression, for taking that leap of faith. And also, Two of Wands is contemplating wanting a change in your life, not quite sure how to implement these changes. So with this being in your negative actions and thoughts position, this says that at this time you could be getting in your thoughts on taking action on a certain matter that you need to be moving forward with. And as an Aquarius, I never like to rush people into making decisions. We are very known for taking our time on making big decisions, as we like to think out all of the pros and cons as well. So maybe get yourself a list, write down the pros and cons of your situation. Also, let yourself know what your fears are, as fears are just false expectations that are appearing real. So don't let yourself get it in your own mind. If that is the only thing holding you back and you don't actually have any tangible reason not to be moving forward towards your goals, just understand that stonewalling yourself at this time could be detrimental towards your success. Sorry about that. I had to tell my cat to calm it down a little bit. What makes you wonderful? I have the Ten of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So what makes you wonderful is, like this potato, you've been left for dead. You have so many swords in your bag. You don't even know how many there are. You don't know where they're all coming from, but you've been completely burned so many times. You rise up to the occasion with that Six of Wands, and you're recognized for being a strong pillar in people's life with that Queen of Wands energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. And this means that no matter how life has gotten you down, people do not know the level of pain you've been through because you wear it so well. You don't let it show. And also, you take these swords and you start utilizing them for things in your life. You're like, fine, I have these 10 swords in my back. Well, I'll whip one out and I'll cut this person off. Oh, I'll whip this one out and I'll cut this off, you know? So you're making very strategic moves at this time, and you're kind of bossing up. You're realizing that, no, the world's not going to support support you all the time. I mean, there's so many people out there that want to cover up your success because they see your potential, they want to hide you away. They don't want you to be seen by the world, but you're like, you know what? This is something that I need to do. This is something that I need to offer to the world, and I have a lot of healing in my heart, and I need to share my light with the rest of the world. So you're not letting the rest of the world hold your light back. You are starting to stand up and realize that you weren't meant to be a follower all along. You were actually meant to lead the pack. Also, post-production, I do speed up the videos a little bit so there's not so many delays and pauses. If I do speak too quickly, just rewind the video and watch it again. All right, why you should be proud. I have Temperance, Page of Cups, and Two of Cups. So this tells me that you need to be patient. There's foolish offers in the mist. Two of Cups is a lover's card, a twin flame card. Page of Cups is kind of somebody that's offering like silly offers. If you could see, this guy has his eyes sewn shut and he's playing around with this bottle of poison. That's not very safe. But just understand that just because we are at a certain level of awakening doesn't mean that everybody is. And not to mention that even the awakened go through many ascensions. Like, we can always awaken even further. And if you think that you've stopped having capability of growth, maybe you have more spiritual work to do. And this is just to be patient. We don't need to look down on other people because they're not advanced spiritually or they're not awakened. Like, we need to hold space for others and say, this is a hurt world out there, and we remember how it felt to be not on our path, and we're going to have patience for those, that haven't quite met their own potential yet. That doesn't mean that we have to lay down and be a martyr for people. God already did that. So you don't have to victimize yourself to make other people happy, but you do need to have a little bit more empathy towards those that are wicked in their ways, or those that are a little bit more asleep to our higher calling, to the higher calling that we're all one, that, when they hurt you, they're hurting themselves. Not everybody is aware that we are a collective yet. So just saving space. And if they're hurting you, sometimes the best thing that you can do is just walk away. Let them make their own mistakes. Let them stumble on their own. They'll learn their lessons. And possibly the lesson that you were meant to teach them was that if they treat you poorly, you're going to leave their life. I feel called to pull a message from our basket of wisdom. So here is our basket. And our word of wisdom today is divine masculine. So, perfect. I have experienced this in some aspects of my own life. As divine feminine, we tend to wake up a little bit sooner, and we have to save space, How do you do this when you have a divine masculine, when all of the cliches say that, the masculine needs to be taking care of you? Well, also, the role of the divine feminine is to nurture, is to, provide. And I'm not seeing divine masculine or feminine as a male-female archetype. This is just energy. So if you are a female and you identify with masculine, go on with your bad self. I mean, this is not gender specific. So the divine masculine tends to feel like they need to put up a front with the rest of the world. They kind of feel like they need to defend themselves with the rest of the world a lot more. Divine feminine, we have this lesson of needing to learn not to over-sacrifice ourselves, not to sacrifice our own happiness. We need to save space and love ourselves while also saving room to love others. So this is just having patience, understanding that, you can have this whirlwind romance, but it's probably not going to happen overnight. I've been in a 13-year relationship, and let me just tell you, divine masculines, they don't grow up overnight, especially if we are high school sweethearts, so we grew from kids into adults together. So it's all just saving that space, just nurturing them on their way, saying, where do you want to be? I understand that the rest of the world is telling you to be this certain type of way, but who are you? Reminding them that, with love and kindness, that they can meet their full potential. That's not going to happen overnight, but you see the best in them. If they don't have the eyes to see themselves as special as they are, you'll be their eyes. You'll be that nurturing force in their life that will remind them that, hey, you've got this. Don't worry about what the rest of the world says. I will support you, and I won't support unhealthy behaviors. And if it turns toxic, walk away. Because again, sometimes walking away, 10:10 on the clock, as I said this, sometimes walking away is the lesson that people need to learn, but also saving space and having as much empathy and patience with this Temperance Sagittarius card, as much patience for other people as our guardian angels have for us. I mean, just take a moment and look around and say, what the heck do our angels probably think of us? My goodness, us stumbling around here making all these mistakes. Like, can you imagine what the divine is looking down at us saying? Like, no, don't go back to that person for the 50 millionth time, but you're still going back to that person. So just understand that we all make these mistakes. We all get off our path sometimes, and sometimes it's just offering that feminine nurturing touch to help people work through it. What you bring to others. This is King of Cups and 8 of Wands and 3 of Swords. Wow, you bring heartbreak to others. But this isn't the heartbreak kind that is malicious. You are typically the one that got away. I don't know if you've had some failed relationships in the past, but the King of Cups is ultimate love. You are ultimate love, nurturing, caring, compassion. The 8 of Wands is something that happens really, really quickly. Fast moving movement. And the 3 of Swords is heartbreak. Nobody likes to get the 3 of Swords in tarot, but it's all how it's placed and the lesson that it teaches. So this says that somebody out there, somebody somewhere feels like you're the one that got away, feels like they had it all with you. They wish that they would have matured a little bit quicker. They wish that they would have tapped into their potential that you said you saw in them, but they didn't shape it up. And like the words of wisdom I just gave you, sometimes walking away is the best thing for people because they're not going to learn their lessons if you hold their hand. Sometimes you need to walk away and let them know that the grass is not greener, and that is their karmic lessons. And what you're doing is, it might not work out with you guys. It might work out in the future. Who knows? A lot of twin flame connections with this 2 of Cups cards. There's a separation period and they come back. So also just knowing that if it didn't work out, you saved somebody else the hassle, There was this country song that I heard that just ran through my head. Sorry, I'm cognizant. I got the boy, she got the man. So just understanding that, you really taught them some pivotal lessons. And just because you didn't reap the rewards of it doesn't mean that you didn't put some light out there in the world, because you changed this person for the better. And they're now going to touch other people's lives and offer healthy healing in their lives. They're going to offer words of wisdom to other people. And this is what you bring to others. Sometimes it's just being the one that got away. Positive actions and behaviors. I have the 10 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Fool. Page of Swords is somebody that knows what they're doing, but they look a little bit crazy to the rest of the world. Also, Page of Swords is lying, gossip. You see that these 4, if you've ever seen Nightmare Before Christmas, you should check it out. Tim Burton is an amazing producer, and it took them a lot of effort to make that movie. It's one of my favorite Christmas Halloween movies. But these 4 are up to no good. They're about to go see the boogeyman and cause a lot of trouble. And it kind of says that you've walked away from this. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there just trying to stir the pot. They like to stir the pot, see what kind of drama they can bring up. And you're like, honey, I got 10 of Pentacles in my future. Look at all this potential in my life. I don't have time to wait around and worry about who likes me, who doesn't like me. And half the time if people don't like you, you're doing something right, because you're stirring up some feelings in them. And those feelings stem from their own insecurities, their own doubts, their own, oh, well, I thought I was better than that person, but now they're doing better than me. Like, maybe they need to do some shadow work. Why are you looking down on people? Why are you viewing them as not as worthy as you? Like, because we are all one, right? We're all special. So maybe you're leading these people to their shadow work, just walking away and not even worrying about it. There's people that hate me all the time. I don't care. I walk away from it. I don't have time for it. But you know what I do have time for? Making that coin. And that's what you're going to do, all right? So beautiful. And this kind of goes right into, oh boy, we've got some great cards here on the bottom today. So I had Five of Cups on the bottom. This is what you don't see, and this is grief. It looks like you're coming out of grief. Like I said, that just fell right out of my deck. So you're coming out of grief. You're not sitting here worried about these cups anymore. You were already in this confusion, and sometimes confusion is an okay state to be in. This is the card of Pisces. Pisces will dive to the deepest depths of their emotion, figure out their shadow work, and they will boss up. I'm telling you, Pisces is the most spiritually committed advanced sign. And so this says that you're coming out of this grief, but you let yourself feel those emotions. Like I said the other day, there's not negative vibrations per se and positive vibrations, because I think this is a very new age way of viewing things. But I kind of feel like honoring our sadness, honoring our grief, honoring those heartbreaks, these swords in our hearts. What lessons do those teach us? Do they teach us to be compassionate to our enemies and to pull our own energy away, and that we don't have to be a sacrifice to other people, So just understanding that those painful experiences taught you great lessons, and you're learning from that. And you're sitting here taking this magician kind of mode energy and bossing up. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to let this affect my life anymore. I am going to make of this what I want. I can make whatever I want. If these people can make whatever out of this life that they want, then I can too. I've got my guardian angels backing me up. I've got my ancestors backing me up. Let's pull one more card from the basket of wisdom. How much do you know? So somebody is worried. They're realizing, holy crap, this person actually is very spiritually sound and knowing. It kind of feels like when these people stabbed you in the back, when they were playing their games, they're like, oh, we're getting one over. They wanted to see you sad. If they could see you crying every day, they would, because they're hurt. Hurt people hurt people. But then they realized, oh my goodness, this person was way more powerful, not letting on to their power. How much do they know? Because you might have been one of those people that lets people know the kindness in you, and they think, oh, this person has rose shaded glasses on. They only see the positive. But honey, you see it all. You see it all. Just because you don't say it, just because you don't want to operate out of that negative mind space, doesn't mean that you don't see it. Doesn't mean that you aren't aware. And now they're like, oh my gosh, this person has way more power than we anticipated that they have. How much do they know? But hun, you're not going to operate out of those negative mind spaces because you're too busy moving forward. You're too busy looking on the horizon with that Three of Wands, with that Chariot card, with that Cancer energy. You're transmuting with this Pisces energy, all this water energy. You don't have time to worry about your enemies. You're busy working on your coin. You're busy building your future. And I am so proud of you. That takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of work to overcome those adversities. I'm going to go over our next few days in astrology. We have the sun in Libra, the sign of love. We have Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto rules Scorpio. Capricorn is all about getting our actions in order, our affairs in order, lining up our life. Venus is in Libra, which is the ruling planet of Libra. So you could feel very loving at this time. Moon is in Virgo. So you could be feeling very pragmatic with that Pluto in Capricorn. And Moon will be going into Libra on Saturday, the 22nd, and Sun will be in Libra, and Venus will be in Libra. So three different main alignments, Sun, Venus, and Moon in Libra on Saturday. So if you're planning any romance, Saturday is the day. Also, I will be doing some readings in Racine, Wisconsin this weekend on the 22nd from 10 to 5. Rooted holistic healing and wellness fair. So if you feel called to stop in, definitely stop in there. If you're looking for something local around the Dubuque, Iowa area, I highly recommend stopping into Fairy Dreams, 1120 University Avenue in Dubuque, Iowa. They also sell jewelry from my really, really close Leo friend, Brianna Bromstead. She's a medium, and she runs the Rising Sun, and she makes handmade crystal jewelry, each one laced with good intentions and positive vibes. So definitely check them out. Also, we have Uranus in Taurus and Saturn in Aquarius. So karma is coming back around. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And your mindful message to close this reading today says, infinite creativity. At any moment, I am able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within me. Unique ideas flow through, each one capable of blossoming into beautiful creations. I feel this. I was talking to my shaman friend Sky yesterday. And if you don't know Sky Chen, he is going to be a big name in household someday. So keep an eye on him. He's a great medium, has done a lot of his practices in Japan and has traveled the world learning his craft. I feel like I have shamanic abilities too that I've been tapping into lately. So just make sure that, you know, if you feel called, don't be scared to dive into those deep depths of your spirituality. If you feel like you need to start meditating, if you feel like in the morning you just want to lay there in the bed, close your eyes and just be with yourself for a minute, do it. You know, for instance, I laid there in bed the other night, closed my eyes, and I could hear my ancestors. So just knowing that the veil is very thin at this time, we're getting a lot of messages coming through from the divine. The veil is very, very thin. We're about to enter into a solar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse to end the year in Scorpio season. We entered the year with a partial lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse in Taurus. So this is going to complete a lot of cycles. We're ending a lot of toxic things in our life. And at this time, the creativity is going to be flowing in because we cleaned house, right? We've been doing that spiritual work. We've been working on ourselves. And it's really about to pay off here. And we're about to get a lot of creative abilities coming in. I feel like a lot of people are moving away from the 9 to 5, miserable in your job kind of fields and wanting to find something that links up with their heart space, wanting to link up with their spirituality. And so at this time, you can create beautiful creations. Just make sure that it's something that helps the world. Make sure it's something that helps you spiritually. But yeah, you've got so much potential. I'm telling you, go on with your bad self. You want to take that risk? Do it. Do it. I will cheer you on. I will support you. Speaking of support, thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you for hitting that subscribe and that like button, helping my channel grow. I am just a small town girl next door, so I don't even know that many people. So you helping my channel grow, all of you out there that I don't even know, I'm sending you love and light and blessings and good vibes, because for you to support a stranger and help my channel grow, I seriously appreciate that. That's putting some good vibes out there, and keep on doing it. You are going to manifest some beautiful things. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye. Thank you.